Hello YouTube, this is Gil with the review on the Taurus PT-145. Nice little polymer pistol, very good weight, very good design, very attractive handgun here. It's in the .45 caliber, so nice big hardy round for you. As you can see here, no round in the chamber, safe gun. It looks very nice. It's a very hefty handgun, as you can kind of see by the way that it wants to shift forward and kind of sit on the barrel right there. The slide is stainless steel. It is extremely tough. It's been dropped, as you can see right there. Fell off the roof of a car, actually. No damage, nothing was harmed inside. Fires and cycles perfectly fine. This gun is nothing but awesome. These are the 4 preferred brands of ammunition that I use. Right here is the hollow point for home defense. This is Hornady 45 hollow points. They are very, very good. They feed fine, they fire fine, they eject perfectly. I've never had a failure to feed, failure to fire, or a failure to eject from any of these 3 rounds. This here is the Winchester Auto 45 in full metal jacket. Very good round. Very cheap. Get them at Walmart. Get them anywhere. And this is the 45 TulAmmo, or TulAmmo. Russian round. I really don't see a significant difference in performance over the other 2, honestly. They're not bad. They're a little dirty. They have a lot of stuff coming out of the end of the barrel other than the round when you fire it, but they're not bad. They're a little smelly, a lot of sulfury smell coming out of them. Not the same with these Winchesters and the Hornadys. They're much cleaner, much more efficient, but they're all effective rounds. The handgun is perfectly safe. I've never had any trouble with the safety feature, as some YouTubers have complained about there being some kind of a problem if you're holding the trigger when you're activating the safety. I don't know why you would be pulling the trigger on a loaded gun when you're trying to engage the safety, but hey, you know, different strokes and all that. The gun is extremely durable, like I've said. The polymer grip it's not plastic. It's nice stuff. For the price that you pay, you get a really nice firearm. This isn't something that I would suggest taking into the field as a police officer or as a soldier, but that doesn't mean it's not good enough to use for home defense or to carry as a concealed firearm or as an open carry firearm. It has all the features of an actual full-sized firearm with a shorter barrel and a smaller profile. It's an attractive firearm. It's a good gun. Like I said, never had a problem. Failure to feed, failure to eject, never had a failure to fire. It sports the double action second chance, so you always get that second click there, but never had to use that. I've never had any trouble with bad primers on any of these 3 rounds here, so you really shouldn't ever worry about having to need that. It's a nice feature and it works. Accessories. Yes, that's a word for it. We have the Black Hawk holster here. This is not the holster. It's not actually designed for the Taurus PT-145, but it works. It works brilliantly. It fits, it locks, firm retention, good firm retention. It's a tough holster, it's a comfortable holster, and it's a very attractive piece of material. A lot of people claim that there's some sort of a problem with when you draw the gun, your finger ends up on the trigger, but as you can see, that's not the case. Your finger ends up right there on that memory pad every time. Every time. So there's no trouble with that. It fits fine, it locks into place. Like I said, strong retention. Fits on your belt, fits on your jeans, fits on any pair of pants you can imagine. It's comfortable, safe, and durable. So, yeah, works. The brand that you need is a SIG 220. I had to saw this one down a little bit to actually get it to fit comfortably. You don't need to, actually. You don't need to saw it down at all. It gives you a little bit extra, about that much more, about right there, of material down there that is unnecessary, and cut it off. You don't need it. Magazines. 10-round magazines, double stack. Very, very tough mags. Drop these things at the range all the time. Never had one shatter, break, smash, explode, or anything like that. They're cheap. You can get them on cheaper than dirt for around, I'd say, $30 a piece, maybe less. But I mean, if you're going to complain about that price, you can get them from Taurus for about $40 a piece. So they're not cheap, but they're well-made magazines, and they work. So gripes, complaints, problems I have with this gun. There's one major flaw with the firearm, and that's the field strip process. You have this takedown pin here. You have to lock it back, obviously, and you pull the takedown pin down, and then you have to drop it back forward, and it pops it out. I'm not going to field strip it here in this video. If you want a video of me field stripping it and putting it back together, I can do that, but it's not necessary. It's not really difficult to do, but the problem is it has to be cocked when you do this, because you have to pull it back and put it back forward. If at any point you decock it or fire it, the field stripping process will freeze the gun up at about I'm going to put this field pin back in at about this point right here when you're trying to get that off. The process involves pulling the trigger and pulling the slide forward at the same time. Like I said, not doing that here. But if it's not cocked when you go to pull this trigger, it will freeze the gun up. There's a little device in here that keeps that from happening. Keep you from pulling this off when it's not cocked. There are reasons for that, just to protect the firing pin, but it will freeze the gun up. And to get it apart, you have to knock these two pins out, pull the whole assembly apart. I'll do that in another video also. Something under my blanket here, keeping that from sitting right. But that's really the only major issue with this firearm. The next major issue with this firearm, it's going live here, obviously, but just to show you the problem I have to put around in the chamber. I'm going to drop it. Loaded firearm. But the problem is, it doesn't have an aggressive enough ejector to actually pop that round out. It won't pop the round out. It has to fall out through the mag well there. And it's troublesome at best. Obviously, if there's a magazine in here, it'll load up and it'll eject it then. But if there's no mag in there, it doesn't have an aggressive enough ejector to, well, I say that and it pops it out. Usually it won't. Now I look like an idiot. I'll edit that out. Or maybe not. I might keep it in there just to show you that this gun is a little more impressive than even I thought it was. But usually it has to fall out through the mag well down here, and that's just troublesome. Let's do a quick check to make sure this thing isn't live. It's not. So I'm going to decock it. And I don't see what everyone's gripes are with this firearm. It's a Taurus, but what's that mean? It's a Taurus. It was cheap. It's reliable. It has a great warranty. It has really nice safety features. So this is a good gun. If you're thinking about buying one of these, or if you're looking for a low-end, low-priced 45 caliber firearm, this is your baby right here. This is it. It's attractive. It's effective. It's accurate. And it works. That's about it. Leave your comments below, and tell me what you think.